شكرا دكتور ابراهيم على for nice presentation. طبعا بشكر كل الشير بيرسون دكتور فهمي اماره، كان لنا هيستوري معاه في العياده والاندو. بشكر طبعا دكتور نبيل كفراوي for this cardiometabolic alliance ان هو ريكومند ان انا اخد دور فيها. طيب النهارده هنقدم كيس برزنتيشن. A 58 years old male working as an employee came to the endocrine clinic complaining of nocturnal polyuria, chronic fatigue, muscle cramps, and pains. He is a smoker with more or less sedentary lifestyle, hypertensive from 10 years on antihypertensive drugs, ARBs, and diuretics. Dyslipidemia from 8 years on rosuvastatin 20 mg. 6 months ago, he had an attack of acute myocardial infarction with cardiac stenting. He was prescribed antiplatelets and advised to control his blood pressure and dyslipidemia. He had a family history of premature cardiovascular disease. His father had a coronary attack of the age of 45 years. His examination, the patient was conscious, well-oriented, no signs of palojaundice or cyanosis. His height was 175 cm, weight 81 kg, body mass index of 27, and waist circumference 108 cm. His blood pressure 150/90 mm mercury in both upper limbs, pulse 82 per minute. Intact peripheral pulsation, chest, heart, abdominal, and neurological examination showed no abnormality. His investigation: fasting blood sugar 190, 2 hours postprandial 270, hemoglobin A1C 8.2%, urea 40, serum creatinine 1.1, estimated GFR was 73 ml per minute. Uric acid 5 mg per DCL, total cholesterol was 250, LDL 135, HDL 37, triglyceride was 250. Urine analysis was free with normal EC ratio. Echocardiography revealed mild left ventricular hypertrophy. So, what is the provisional diagnosis of our case? We have a patient, a male patient, 58 years old, overweight, smoker, with sedentary lifestyle, newly onset diabetes mellitus, hypertensive and dyslipidemic, history of atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, and family history of premature cardiovascular disease. Target organ damage in the form of left ventricular hypertrophy. After 8 months, our patient came to the clinic, presented with compensated clinical condition. His lab investigation was as follows: fasting blood sugar 108, postprandial 2-hour postprandial glucose 157, and hemoglobin A1C 7.1%, urea 51, creatinine 1.2, estimated GFR 63, total cholesterol was 221, LDL 91, HDL 39, triglycerides 370. What do you think? هو في حاجة أسفة؟ هو في حاجة غلط في البرزنتيشن هنا في What do you think about the lipid profile of the patient? Is it at the target for this patient? According to ESE 219, what is the level of risk stratification of our patients? Is this patient low risk, moderate risk, high risk, or very high risk? طبعا كل البرزنتيشنز اللي فاتت كانت على الهاي ريسك وكان في patient كان عنده high risk, but this patient, our patient had very stratified as very high risk. ليه؟ لأن هو كان عنده clinical cardiovascular disease, كان في unequivocal documented cardiovascular imaging, diabetes mellitus with target organ damage, كان عنده left ventricular hypertrophy, وما كانش عنده severe chronic kidney disease, calculated 10-year scored أكتر من 10%. So our patient is stratified as very high risk according to the ESE guidelines 2019. According to the recent guidelines, ATA and ESE, which of the following drugs would be appropriate to start with for our patient? Metformin, sodium glucose transporter inhibitor, GLP-1, DPP-4 inhibitor, sulfonylurea, TZDs, or basal insulin. In our first line, according to the recent guidelines, which of these drugs would be appropriate as a second line and third line treatment for our patient? This will be discussed under the discussion of our presentation. هنعمل بس voting. First question, metformin is highly recommended in overweight diabetic patient as initial or combined therapy, diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease as well as heart failure grade 1 and 2, diabetic patient prone to hypoglycemia and estimated GFR more than 30 milliliter per minute, or all of the above. And the most common answer was 73.3, all of the above. Second question, sodium glucose transporter 2 inhibitor are highly recommended in diabetic patient with ischemic heart disease, heart failure, and estimated GFR less than 40 milliliter per minute and renal stones. B, overweight diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease and estimated GFR above 60 milliliter per minute. C.
انت ليه بتعمل بسرعه؟
C, overweight diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. D, B, and C, E, all of the above, A, B, and C.
بيعمل ايه؟ السؤال اللي قبله انت عملت ليه سؤال؟
Overweight diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease and estimated GFR above 60 milliliter per minute. Decompensated diabetic patient with loss of weight. Non-diabetic heart failure obese patients. E, B, and C. Start voting. Most common answer 27.8%, overweight diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular 33.3%, اختاروا B and C. The third question about GLP-1 are highly recommended in very high risk patients combined with other anti-diabetic medications. Obese diabetic patient prone to hypoglycemia with estimated GFR more than 25 milliliter per minute. C, overweight diabetic patient with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. B and C, or all of the above. Start voting. Choose all of the above. What's your action as regards this lipid profile? Would you recommend to increase the dose of rosuvastatin to 40 mg per day and add fenofibrate? Shift to atorvastatin 80 mg per day? Add PCSK9 to rosuvastatin 20 mg per day? Or add PCSK9 to isolamp? Start voting. (52.2%) choose increase the dose of rosuvastatin to 40 mg per day and add fenofibrate.